Hey up everyone, welcome to another video. First off, I'd just like to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. As you can see, I'm out on a snowy morning in South Yorkshire. I'm genuinely excited to get out in snow. It's not very often we get much in UK. So it provided a different setting, a different feel to the morning. It actually warmed temperature up a little bit as well. It provided a beautiful setting. And it weren't even first light really. Snow sort of fooled critters and they thought it were lighter than what it were, but it provided enough light for me to see this first visitor to woodland. Nice shot. You can see it's still dark. ATN's struggling, even though it's a good enough picture. And I probably had a better sight picture than what you're seeing on recorded footage. I'm pleased with that. Early morning visitor, first magpie down. It is in slow motion. Easy shot at 15 yards. Here's woodland. Feeling very festive in there on this particular morning. And I were hoping cold snap, snow on ground, I'd get squirrels feeding. Weren't long until something else caught me eye. And if I remember right, it was that distance chuckle in background at woodland. It alerted me to another magpie being in the area. So rifles it ready. Bit of a fidgety customer. You could see his comrade on floor, so I'm making it a bit twitchy. As you can see from that shot, it's straight down, hitting deck, and it's another one lights out. Really happy because this is first thing. It's only just really become first light. There's already two magpies on ground. Feeder's looking well. Again, I'm impressed with setting. What a beautiful place to be. Fingers crossed, it's Christmas week and we get a bit more snow. Make us feel all festive and get us into high spirits. I hope that you've got some time off from work. You get to spend some quality time with your family and your kids. That's what it's all about for me. Enjoying ourselves, good food, few drinks, and spending quality time with people that we love. Another twitchy one. Waiting for the right moment. Yep, that'll do. You just saw another magpie fly off in background. See how the twitchy movements can catch you out. Not dislike squirrels really. They're constantly twitching around, moving. You got to pick your moment. It's all about timing. Took that pellet just under wing, and it goes straight through to heart and lungs. And it's good night for another magpie. And here's that one. You see it a bit better in slow motion in background, that other magpie. Happy with that. Really good so far. It's turned out into a really good session. I ain't had sight of any squirrels. I expected to see some, if I'm being honest. Especially with snow on ground. They find it hard to find the caches of food that they've been storing up for the last month or so. I'm sure they'll come. It's just about being patient as usual. I think it's time for a coffee at this point. Shed-eyed. Provides a really good shelter. I'm wrapped up nice and warm, got thermals on. Like I said before, it snows increased temperature by a couple of degrees. Great Christmas image, really. Holly bush with a few red berries on. Always worth taking a flask of coffee out with you. That'll help you keep warm through morning session. There's some surrounding area, you can just see feeder in distance. So I'll have a few slurps of my coffee. Warm my bones up a little bit, even though I weren't really that cold. I was pleased when I got to hide. I realised after the last session this hide that I'd left my brine head torch in rafters at roof to shed hide. I've been up, filled feeder, forgot it again. So it'd actually been in there for about 3 or 4 weeks. But thankfully, it was still there, so I managed to recover that. Take it home with this time. It's my favourite head torch. I'm pleased I haven't lost it or no one else has found it. Must be something else in the area. Believe it or not, it's another magpie. Just get myself steady, waiting for my moment. Decided to move. Gives me a bit better shot actually. You can see there's 2 in the area. That's the first one. Fluttered a little bit. I did see that corner of my eye. It did go straight to the ground. But one a bit closer, couldn't quite get on it. I'll go back to the second one that I saw originally. Thinking about a shot. It's like there's 1 or 2 branches in way. It's a bit better. Sat just right for me. And that's 4th magpie at morning, I think, so far. Really pleased with that. I weren't expecting that many. I usually see a couple in the area. I'm happy to take them out. But this time of year they've grouped up. They'll be in big flocks. So really, November, December, January, February, when there's snow on ground or ground's frozen, that's time when you're going to get a concentration of big numbers of corvids, either crows or magpies together. And that's time to target them, really. Take advantage of them grouping up to get more opportunities. You see that fox then? Just in distance. I saw that fox take one of my magpies. Possibly took 2. You're welcome to it. Needs it more than me. Not causing any issues in this area. There's no sheep for him to worry. There's no ducks or chickens or any that type of livestock, so they're not a target really for me or landowner. See, it's nice and spacious in this side. I'm actually using camcorder and MV200, but with magpies I didn't get opportunity to move either of them cameras into position. Here's another one. Yep, nice clean kill. Keep looking for shot placement. Tucking it just where that wing is, underneath that wing. See where pellet it. That's ideal spot to target. You'll see it a bit better in this close-up. If you were an armpit, you'd call it an armpit. There we go. Boom. It's always at a slight angle. If you learn to recognise them angles, you'll have more effective, clean, humane kills. Well, that's 5 magpies. I weren't expecting that, but I'll take it. And even if session ended right now, I'd be really pleased with that. That's a good number of magpies. I'll just go for a little wander, do a bit of a pick up, stretch my legs. Here's view from camcorder. Always get it in position. Obviously it's not always with screen open, because that'll kill battery, but if I hear anything or think there's something around or catch movement, I'll always get it ready just in case. Ah, my first squirrel. This is footage with MV200. I'd seen it coming from right hand side, so I managed to get a camera on it this time. I'll be tracking it through scope, waiting for that feeding pattern, and I think it's comfortable and settled. That'll do nicely. Pleased to see that squirrel. Didn't think they were going to show up. And here it is from ATN's point of view. Bit of a dramatic jump. Has a little bit of a kick about this one. A clean shot. Just nerves as usual. Flicks about to the left, jumps back to the right. Comes to rest about 2 or 3 yards in front of the feeder. This feeder's at 15.5 yards or 15.4 yards from a shooting position. Yeah, it's slowed down. A little bit closer up for you. Again, take note of shot placement. Bit of a dramatic stuntman roll, but that's another one. First squirrel at session. That's what I come for originally. But I'll take whatever vermin decides to show itself. Safety catch on. Stop ATM from recording. Got a nice little corner inside its shed. Took rifle into that. There's no fear of it slipping or falling over. It's readily to hand, which makes it easy to get up. Nothing can see any movement from within the side. You can look from feeder back to hide, and there's no way squirrels are noticing you anyhow. Occasionally, corvids or magpies would. But it's well concealed, so I don't have to worry about having rifling up position at all times. They filmed all types of wildlife on this particular morning. Robins, blue tits, I saw a stoat running across front to hide. I saw it run back in the other direction I originally saw it come from. And it looked like it were emptying a mouse's nest. I'm sure I saw 3 mice in its mouth. I'm pleased it's getting a feed. I'm sure there's plenty of mice in this woodland. And a lot of them will take use or make use of my hide. Probably buried underneath it, to be fair. I'm just filming this other blue tit. I see some more movement. This grey squirrel bullies that little blue tit off feeder. Again, this is MV200. Really impressed with this unit. It's quality footage. Wait for that feeding pattern. Sit it on its haunches. That's the kick tripod there by mistake. Just as I planted my feet. Yep, another nice clean kill. Didn't distract me too much. Thankfully. That's a double now on squirrels, so more than worth effort getting up early. Just take a bit of time to feed this robin. You can see blood in snow. The squirrels have actually splattered it around when they've been flipping a little bit. Or that first one did. They were a bit of a dodgy drive to the farm this morning. Main roads were clear, but side roads leading to the farm at Woodland, they were a little bit dicey. And I saw this critter come and landed 3 or 4 yards to the left at feeder. Got camcorder on it quickly. There's plenty of buzzards in this area, and I see them on a regular occasion, but I never really get them as close as what this one were. It's 15 yards away. I watched it for around about over 10 minutes actually. That 10 minutes went in, it seemed like in 30 seconds. What a beautiful animal. I did think it was coming for one at squirrels or one at magpies. I know a big part of the diet's carrion, so I fully expected it to pick it up and fly off with one. In fact, I was willing it to. I thought it's snowing more and it's cold. Feel free, have a meal on me. It's back to the ground again now. I was sure it was going to take one. But strangely, it didn't bother. The only explanation I can think is that it already had a feed. So it got a belly full. So it weren't too interested. More curiosity, I think, but if anybody knows, let me know why it won't sort of pick a dead squirrel up. I know I've seen them do it in past on other people's videos. But on this particular morning, must have had its Weetabix, weren't interested. And as ever, when you're inside, sometimes you get a bit of time on your hands, so it's time for reflection really. And I'm thinking back to that first venture into the field. Seen it not quite first light, but snow lighting everything up, so it were nearly daylight, let's say. I was thinking about packing up at this point, and I'd put a few things away. MV200, camcorder, and another visitor. Perfect. That tends to happen, that, you know, it's a bit like when you're fishing. One last cast. So I'll say to myself, half an hour longer. And what happens? You either catch a fish, or some of your quarry turns up. I suppose it's the hunter's luck or the fisherman's luck. See how it's up on its haunches now. No twitchiness. Gingerly raise it crosshairs. You get it just above eyebrow. Take me shot. Let's show it a little bit closer for you again. So you get an idea at shot placement really. There we go. Perfect shot. No twitching from that one. Usual routine. Finger off trigger. Have a little scanner bar. Make sure it's nailed to the floor. And it's not needing a second shot. Which generally they don't, but it does happen on occasion. It happens to us all. It's always worth checking. See the squirrels when I go out to do pickup. 3 in a bunch. Magpies are scattered around. There's one centred at picture there. Just in that foliage on ground, you can just see its tail and black and white wing bias. There's another one. There's a couple there, look. Now when I went out to retrieve them, I shot 6 magpies. 2 were missing. I saw Fox take 1. I'm thinking it's took a second. We haven't been noticing, but like I said before, it's welcome to him. Hope you enjoyed the video. As ever, thanks for watching. Again, have a Merry Christmas. I hope New Year treats you well as well. As ever, thanks for the support, and I'll see you next one.